So hi there. So I'm in a challenge and I was challenged to teach you something in 10 minutes or less. And so since we're camping RVing, I thought I would teach you how we leave a campground with our checklist. So I have a picture of the checklist and I'll go through it with you in a few minutes. So we have a checklist for when we leave. We have a checklist for when we hitch. We have a checklist for our leveling system. And we even have a checklist to make sure that we have everything in place. So look at my checklist. If you notice, we have a checklist for leaving inside. These are all the things that we need to do. A checklist for outside, all the things that need to be done. We have a checklist for hitching. It's really important to have a checklist for hitching. Believe me, it's important. And then a leveling system. This is where, if you look at the black box with all the buttons, that's our leveling system. Before, we used to do it manually. We upgraded. Let me say, we are so glad that we did this. So in the next picture, when we talk about, storing things inside, everything has to have its place. If it doesn't have a place, you shouldn't have it in the RV. Because when you're driving and the roads are bumpy, and we know some of the states, we joke, they either didn't pay their taxes or I don't know what they do, but the roads are crappy. And I'm not going to say which states, just because. So everything has to be tied down. So in this picture, you notice we have a TV and it has a strap to hold it and making sure that that TV doesn't fly all over the place. The next picture is our living room. So you'll notice we have things that are in containers or boxes or a basket. Everything, again, has to have a place. If it's not secured, you can't have it flying around. And you'll notice there's a little table on that sofa. That's my office. So when I do work from the RV, that is my office space. Next is our refrigerator. Yes, we have a residential fridge in our RV. I know, it's crazy, but hey, we love it. And you'll notice there's a knob. So it's not like your typical refrigerator, it has a knob. That knob has to be in there before you leave, because the last thing you want is to open those refrigerator doors or to have those refrigerator doors open and have food flying all over inside your RV. So that doorknob has to be there. You may notice there's some stuff on that refrigerator. So there's a picture from my grandson. He made a painting of our RV. We have a map of our journey for this year. And we also put our grocery list on our refrigerator. Yes, it's a Sharpie marker for glass, and we use it to make our shopping list right there. So this next video is me opening the slide outs. I forgot to do a video of it closing. You're just gonna see the reverse. So instead of seeing it close, you're seeing it open. Notice there's no room for anybody to be walking around while we're driving. This means that this is shut tight, compact, and it has to be. That means that our table has to be pushed in, our chairs are secured, the sofa has to have its footrest underneath, my containers have to be in a certain place. There can't be anything lying in the walkway. Everything has its place. So the next picture you see is when that's closed, you see how tight everything is. Now it's time to close the inside. Bernard is locking that door. Again, we don't want that door to be flopping on the highway while we're driving. So it's locked. And let's not forget that handle. It has to come in. I will say, we have a checklist. There's a reason for it. We've been RVing 19 years, and there have been times where we went, oops, So that checklist is to prevent any more oops along the way. And not only us, we've seen other oops or heard stories of oops. So that's why the checklist. Now it's time to back up the pickup to the RV. Typically, I am the one who backs up the truck to the RV because I am 5'3" and I have a hard time reaching everything inside the truck on the bed of the truck. So I drive to back it up because I'm height. I have a height issue. So here's the thing. When I am backing up that truck, I need to make sure that I see Bernard at all times when I'm backing up because he can't scream. He can't yell. He can't talk loud. He can wave his hands, but I need to visually see him. So that is, I am taking a video or a picture of me seeing. And you'll notice a lot of those are pictures and not actual videos because I want to make sure that my focus is on my job, which is backing up and hooking up. So no video and doing multiple things while doing this important job. So the next picture, you're seeing Bernard carrying the electrical cord or the extension that we plug for our electrical supply to the RV. And it's pretty heavy, so he's putting it in the pickup. Then the next picture, I have already backed up the RV. It's hooked up. Again, I said I need to focus. I need to see him. So now he's finishing hooking up so that we're ready to go. Now in this next video, what Bernard is doing is lifting the legs that are supporting the RV with that little black box I showed you earlier. And so as he's doing this, he's making sure that all of the jacks are up, that we're not dragging any of the jacks on the ground while we're leaving. We're also doing a visual, making sure the tires are good, the slide outs are closed, and then that everything is good. Then our next job, and this is where I have fun sometimes at the expense of Bernard, it's the check lights and the brakes. And so I will do a left turn, I will do a right turn, sometimes I will do another left turn, another left turn, and sometimes I will brake, and then I will brake again, and then he'll wonder like, are you done? And then we check to make sure that the RV is hitched to the pickup because we don't want to be leaving and then all of a sudden realize the hitch isn't well done. So we do a pull test. And now we are ready to leave. Today it's Bernard's turn to drive. Next time it'll be my turn to drive. Obviously, if I'm driving, there's no video. We have a hardcore rule, no cell phone, no distractions. Ask me why I know this. Ask me in the comments and I'll share. Or I may even do another video of why you need to not be distracted while you're driving. And although we have 2 GPSs while we're driving, one for the truck with an RV, and then we have our phone GPS, we also used a paper backup because we were using back roads this time to get to our next destination. So we have a backup. You can never be too prepared. I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial on how to hitch up and have a checklist to go when you are leaving a campground with an RV. Thanks for watching. Bye.